girls,
generation.
we are back talking
Mail
EVs,
trucks.
and it looks like our postal service is going green. Perhaps they're going green because the 140,000 Grumman long life vehicles that they have been on the road for almost 30 years. Perhaps they're going green because the long life vehicles get an efficient 8.2 miles to the gallon. Grumman LLVs were produced from 1987 to 1994. Body and final assembly was done by Grumman, however the chassis and the motors were made by GM. And yes, the chassis was based on the 1982 Chevy Blazer. First motors put in the LLVs were a 2.5 liter inline-4 TBI nicknamed Iron Duke. Iron Duke had a lot of iron parts and put out a whopping 98 horsepower. Furthermore, Iron Duke propels the LLVs from a standstill to 60 miles an hour in a blistering 17 seconds. Very last production versions, 93 and 94, were lucky enough to get an update in the motor department. They got a 2.2 liter inline 4 and up the power to a whopping 110 horsepower. And of course, the reason that the LL vehicles can accelerate so quickly from 0 to 60 in that 17 seconds is that they are mated to a General Motors 3-speed automatic transmission. Now on to the
generation.
EVs. USPS is finally
Mail
moving
trucks
its
Part
behind
3.
and getting these old ancient workhorses off the road. But of course, it's the government, so it's always going to involve some controversy. USPS had promised in February to purchase 50,000 next generation delivery vehicles from Oshkosh. However, only 5,000 of them were to be EVs. After the public and the EPA found out about the MPG of the next generation delivery vehicles, which were, again, 8 miles per gallon, the same 8 miles per gallon of the 1987 LLVs, absolutely threw a fit and harassed USPS so much that now they have upped the EV order to 25,000 vehicles, or roughly 50% of the initial order. Now, it's anybody's guess after 3 decades of service why you would replace the old mail trucks with a mail truck that gets the same miles per gallon. Just so happens that the Postmaster General, Louis DeJoy, has ties to Oshkosh. Yikes.